Welcome to the Marineff Artificial Rock Pools monitoring video. My name is Jess Bone and I'm a research assistant for the Marineff project. This video is going to share more about the monitoring protocols for the experimental designs of the Marineff Artificial Rock Pools. The Marineff Artificial Rock Pools are the only eco-engineering design of the Marineff project that are exclusively intertidal, making them easily accessible at low tide, whatever the weather. There are over 100 artificial rock pools to monitor across 3 UK-based sites, monitored by project partner Bournemouth University, and one site on the north coast of France, monitored by the University of Caen, Normandy. The artificial rock pools are deployed in two different experimental designs. Experiment 1 focuses on the number of rock pools and how this impacts biodiversity at several different spatial scales, as well as the halo effect the artificial rock pools may have on the surrounding sea wall. As the rock pools represent refuge from desiccation, this influence may extend beyond the boundaries of the rock pools themselves and impact the colonization of the surrounding sea wall via evaporative cooling above and shading below the rock pools. Experiment 2 focuses on how tidal height affects colonization and climax communities of the artificial rock pools, with no focus on the surrounding infrastructure. Unlike Experiment 1, Experiment 2 has a vertical orientation with a fixed number of rock pools. As the rock pools may impact the immediately surrounding microclimate on the seawall, and therefore the species in abundance within that area, it is necessary to monitor this over time. The percentage cover and counts of individual organisms are recorded inside the rock pool and on the rock pool exterior, which includes the sides and the bottom of the rock pool, but not the rim. A small net is used to catch mobile fauna using a standardized number of sweeps after percentage cover has been assessed. In order to monitor the surrounding sea wall, 20 by 20 centimeter quadrats are used to record percentage cover and counts of individual organisms on the sea wall above, below, and next to the artificial rock pools. This quadrat size was chosen as it is the equivalent surface area to the rock pool interior and 1/2 of the rock pool exterior. Due to the difference in size of the sea wall between the Experiment 1 sites, the rock pool installation on the Isle of Wight has 2 rows of quadrats below the rock pools, but here at Poole Harbour there is only 1 row of quadrats below the rock pools. This monitoring protocol is replicated in areas of sea wall at both sites where there are no rock pools, and these areas represent the control zones. There are 2 control zones. When the Marineff rock pools were installed, the sea wall needed to be scraped clean of seaweed to allow the rock pools to fit snugly against the sea wall. We replicated this scraping in 5 other areas to create procedural controls, so we can track the recolonization of the scraped areas versus the colonization of the artificial rock pools. We then have 5 true control areas, where the existing seaweed community has been left and represents the climax community of this structure. The rock pools are replaced with a row of quadrats in the control zones, with the top and bottom rows of quadrats recorded at the same tidal height as the quadrats above and below the rock pools. In order to further understand the impacts of any halo effect from the rock pools, we install temperature data loggers immediately above and below the rock pools, as well as one inside a rock pool and in control areas on bare concrete and beneath the seaweed canopy. A thermal imaging camera is used to take a series of photos of the rock pools and seawall at low tide to visually demonstrate the heat distribution. During monitoring of the rock pool colonization, a multimeter probe is used to measure the temperature and salinity of the water in all the rock pools, which is compared to the temperature and salinity of the sea. And finally, photographs of each rock pool and control area are taken to track the spatial changes in community over time. The monitoring of colonization occurred quarterly for the first year and then twice a year for the second year. Monitoring the colonization of Experiment 2 rock pools is a lot simpler, as we only focus on the rock pools and not the surrounding sea wall. The rock pools are surveyed in the same manner as Experiment 1 by assessing percentage cover on the interior and exterior with a standardized number of sweeps with a small net. Photographs are taken of each individual rock pool and the entire rock pool column. These surveys occur biannually for both the first and second year. Thanks for watching. There are more videos in the Artificial Rock Pool series which are listed on screen. Be sure to also visit our social media and the Marineff project website for more resources.